welcome back. I want to spend today's video looking at a question that has been kind of bugging me for a while, which is to do with transcription. And I love transcribing. I do it most days. It feels great. I love getting the language. I love that it helps my ears, but I know there's a bit more I can be getting out of it by actually taking the language and working a bit harder on getting it into my own playing. And I've been trying to figure out how to do this. So based on some advice from various sources, taking a phrase I've transcribed and then trying to just play it over a different tune. So I'm taking the break before the solo from Oscar Peterson's Sea Jam Blues from the amazing Night Train album, transcribe that and then taking a fragment of that and see if I can put it over a chorus of All the Things You Are. So let's see how that breaks down. So let's have a look at the transcription of the 4-bar break before the solo in Sea Jam Blues. Okay, so that's quite a lot of material. 4 bars is probably too much, so I'm going to take first 2 bars, try and understand what it is it's doing, and then see if I can apply it elsewhere. Okay, let's break this down. So this is Sea Jam Blues and it's the break going into the solo. So ostensibly it's over a G7 chord, so G dominant chord. Tension, it's the 5 chord going to the 1 C, which is what the solo is over Sea Jam Blues. Okay, but really the solo is pretty much built all over the scale of C and kind of using the C triad and the C pentatonic scale. It also uses this shape, and that foreshadows what he's going to do in the solo, or at least at the beginning of the solo. So this shape is important. So it starts off and up chromatically. So it's basically outlining a C arpeggio. And it's going to go down the C triad, but with an approachment first, and then surrounds the C, then up the pentatonic scale. And then we're embarked on this shape again, then up chromatically, and then begins the solo now. So the solo starts on this shape. So that was what was foreshadowed at the beginning. Okay, I'm going to take those 2 bars then, and although in Sea Jam Blues ostensibly it's over the 5 chord, really there's no chord, it's just implied. It's pretty diatonic, so I'm just going to treat it as it's in the key of C, and use it over a tonal centre and maybe different keys, take it through different keys, but you just use it, you can play it over anything that is diatonic in a given key. So good selection of tune for that is All the Things You Are. It goes through 5 different keys, which is pretty interesting, but each tonal centre that it's in, the tune and the harmonies are pretty diatonic. So I'm going to give that a bash, taking that through the different keys. Okay, so then the original, in the key of C, it starts on the 5 of the key that we're in. So it goes up a tone, then up a diminished shape, then chromatically, then approaches the 3rd from below, and then goes on from there. Okay. Okay, let's take that in different keys. So if we're in All the Things You Are, then the first key that we're in is A flat. So it starts on the 5th of A flat. Not quite. first key of All the Things You Are, and then it goes to C, so that's nice, so we've just transcribed that. Then after the key of C, it moves to the key of E flat. So now key of E flat, we're going to start on the 5th. Okay, after the key of E flat, it moves to the key of G. So the final key center that we have is the key of E. There we go, starting on the 5th. There we go. So that's all the 5 keys that we need to play All the Things You Are. Now for a little bit of practice. Okay, sometime later, bit of practice. I'm not playing strictly what Oscar Peterson is using, so I'm messing around with the rhythms. Really, I'm just trying to use it as material and a starting point for playing. So sometimes I start a little bit into the phrase, not right from the beginning. Sometimes just use a fragment, sometimes change the rhythms, and so on. But it's really, really nice material, and I feel it just kind of holds together a theme for the whole of the solo over one verse. So here we go. Let's see what you think. I'm quite pleased with that. Of course, the next step is to play over some other tunes. Also, take it out of the practice room, see if it actually works in a band setting in the live place with the heat of the moment. But it's the first step, and that seems like a really nice way to practice. A nice structured way of taking information from a fantastic solo by one of the masters and appropriating some of it for myself.